Let's just reach out and touch Janice, shall we? She's in San Jose, and
I thought that was Lily Langtree.
Oh, yeah.
she's celebrating summer, I think.
You can reach out and touch this hat. This is a beautiful hat. Suzanne, I've seen your outfit that you're wearing for this weekend. For
Well,
Living
keep it a secret. I haven't seen it.
It is gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. You'll love it. Living History Days takes place this weekend here in San Jose at the San Jose Historical Museum here at Kelly Park. We'll tell you all about the fun you can have here this weekend in just a minute. First of all, though, we'll give you a look at today's high temperatures around the Bay Area.
Look forward to a Bay Area fall. Marty Uribas, News Center 4.
And we might even get some fog in here, which would be really typical.
Yeah, this really isn't that typical. I mean, we normally have fog and not the wind.
Well, let's ask the expert, shall we? We'll go out to Janice. Are you there in that historical
that
picture?
new San Jose trolley system.
I'm riding today, Pete and Suzanne. You know, it's been a long time since a trolley car like this has moved down the streets of San Jose, but you can be a part of all that this weekend with Living History Days, which will be taking place tomorrow and Sunday here at the San Jose Historical Museum here at Kelly Park. And we're going to tell you more about that coming up in just a second. Of course, KRON is one of the big sponsors of this event for the 6th year in a row. Also, the San Jose Mercury News and the radio stations KBAY and KEEN all participating. We'll talk more about how much fun you can have here in just a second. Right now, though, we'll tell you about the gorgeous weather. Today, though, a bit breezy, a bit cool, but sunny in most spots. Current temperatures around the Bay Area right now. Here in San Jose, it is 66 degrees, cool in San Francisco, 58, and the temperature in Oakland is at 62. Our weather maps for now show the jet stream, or at least the satellite picture for the west. There's the jet stream. That's what's been causing the temperatures to be so cool across the western half of the nation. We've talked about record lows for the past several mornings across Washington and Oregon and even parts of California. Alameda this morning, another record low at 47 degrees. That trough of low pressure will stick around for the next 3 or 4 days, so expect the temperatures to remain about the same and not really warm up very much. Tomorrow around the nation, thunderstorms for the eastern seaboard, back through the Midwest, also some rain over the Rockies, highs in the 90s for Texas and Oklahoma, in the 70s over the Dakotas, sunshine across the Great Lakes, back into the Northeast, high temperatures in the 70s. Around the state tomorrow, a high of 58 in Eureka, 66 at Lake Tahoe, 62 in Monterey, and 100 in Palm Springs. And around the Bay, temperatures will generally be in the 60s to the 70s. It will still remain relatively below normal for this time of the year. Here's the forecast. Fair inland tonight with increasing fog and clouds at the coast, gusty winds to 30 miles per hour, lows 44 to 53 degrees. Tomorrow, it will turn sunny inland by the afternoon, fog and low clouds at the coast, high 60 to 78 degrees. And the 5-day outlook shows that temperatures really don't go up that much. Coastal fog in the morning, sunshine inland in the afternoon with highs from near 60 to near 80, mainly the 60s and 70s around the Bay. This is Mignon Gibson, and she is the director of the San Jose Historical Museum, to tell us all about Living History Days this weekend. I know you're real excited about what's going on. What can people expect to find when they come here? How much fun can they really have?
They can have a lot of fun. I think they can expect to find a little bit of everything that comes out of our past, our history. We've got people that are from the Gold Rush era, the Fur Trapper era, Civil War era, and turn of the century San Jose.
Is this the way San Jose looked at a certain time back a few?
Well, parts of it. We're at the San Jose Historical Museum. Mm-hmm. We have plans for 74 buildings. So San Jose was a real booming town, a major city.
That's wonderful. What is the admission price? Because I know that it's going to cost for some people to get
It's going to cost, but it's well worth it. It's $6 for adults.
Oh, not bad.
$4 for seniors, and $3 for children.
That sounds like a winner. I think, especially when you see people dressed like this, it really puts you in the spirit of the whole Living History Days theme. You look wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. We have over 2,000 people in costume, so it's going to be exciting and a great day for everybody. And I believe people from KRON are coming out, so they'll get a chance to meet some of their favorite people from TV.
I haven't seen Pete's outfit yet, but I hear it is smashing. Pete, Suzanne, we're going to throw it back to you, and hope that everybody comes out to San Jose this weekend for Living History Day.
We're hoping it's nice and hot, and Pete has lots of leather to We're going to be stepping back in time in San Jose this weekend, and Janice Huff has already done that.
Well, we'll check the weather one more time before you leave here in San Jose. It's certainly been a nice evening here, and this weekend the weather should be just wonderful for Living History Days. Here's a look now, I think, at our pollen count for today. Pretty much on the moderate level. Grasses, juniper, cedars, 14, 12, and 12. Nettle and olive pollens are low. And our getaway forecast for this weekend: Eureka, coastal clouds, sunshine in the afternoon, a high of 60, a high of 66 at Lake Tahoe, 75 in Napa with sunshine, and 100 degrees for Palm Springs. Here's the forecast. Fair inland tonight with increasing fog and clouds at the coast, with gusty winds too, lows 44 to 53 degrees. Tomorrow, fog and low clouds at the coast, turning sunny inland later in the day, highs 60 to 78. It's going to be cool and windy once again. The marine forecast, small craft advisory in effect tomorrow with some morning fog and clouds, a little bit of clearing, winds northwest to 25 knots, seas 5 feet, swells northwest at 6 feet. The weather stays the same Saturday through Wednesday of next week with coastal fog and afternoon sunshine with highs from 60 into the 70s. My ride is calling. Pete and Suzanne, I've got to go, but we'll see everybody here this weekend at Living History Days here in San Jose. Hope you all come down. And Pete and Suzanne, we'll see you here too.
Okay.
We look forward to it.
We should say board.
Bye-bye.
Coming up at 11, the amazing story of
For a summertime dream.
That's great. Makes you wonder what we're doing sitting here.
Yes.
Well, one person who didn't want to sit around this afternoon is Janice Huff, who's San Jose in the Living History Days.
How do you like my outfit, John? Isn't this lovely?
It's darling.
My hat is
beautiful.
it, right?
It's you.
We're in the Kelly Park at the San Jose Historical Museum. They're celebrating Living History Days this weekend. We'll talk a little bit about a little more about that coming up in just a second. First of all, we want to do weather, which has been a splendid day around the bay, but very windy and a bit on the cool side. It's going to stay that way for the next several days, as we mentioned. Here's a look at the current temperatures around the Bay Area. Very nice, pleasant day indeed. Now we'll take a look at our weather maps just to show you what's been happening. We talked about low pressure and a trough, the reason why it's been so cool, so rainy in the Pacific Northwest and cool all the way down through Northern California. A record low this morning in Alameda again, the second day in a row at 47 degrees. That trough of low pressure is going to stick around. We talked about that at the beginning of the week, meaning the temperatures are not going to warm up a whole lot, just gradually over the next couple of days. Here's a look at the high temperatures forecast for the state tomorrow, and around the bay, temperatures should generally be in the 60s to 70s and a few 80s inland. And now the forecast for the Bay Area for tonight. We'll see some scattered low clouds along the coast, otherwise fair inland with temperatures in the 40s and 50s. And tomorrow, look for sunshine later in the day with some low clouds on the coast early and highs in the 60s, 70s to near 80 degrees. This is Julie Stevens, who's with KEEN Radio, and they're one of the sponsors along with KRON. This is our 6th year, and you're celebrating something as well.
We are. Today is Radio Keen 1370's birthday. We were born on this date in 1947. We were the first full-time country music station in America and the first full-time radio station in San Jose.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
We'll have more from the San Jose Historical Museum about Living History Days coming up tonight at 6. Emerald, John?
Will we see a costume change, Janice?
Well, no, I think because I'm barely in this one, so I think I'll stay in it.
Thanks, Janice.
Clothing back then was so grand.
That's
wasn't
right,
it?
wonderful.
Yeah.
When we come back, we're going to tell you about
This weekend, the good old days are back in San Jose. We're going to take you to where they're turning back the clock 100 years or so for a costume party with no tricks, but plenty of treats. Dressing up is part of the fun of Living History Days. It all happens at the 16-acre Historical Museum, which is part of Kelly Park. With all the new construction that has transformed downtown San Jose, it's nice to be reminded the city has a more traditional Old Western past. The museum seems to grow a bit each year. The center is the old Main Street, with its Victorian Pacific Hotel, where you could get a room for $1.50 in 1881. There's A.P. Giannini's Bank of Italy, which led to the Bank of America, and O'Brien's Candy Factory, said to be the first place west of Detroit to serve ice cream sodas. These are some scenes from past Living History Days, when folks parade in their old Victorian finery, or bad hombres stage gunfights in front of the bar room. Save time to wander around to the many buildings and displays that are always at the museum. There's the replica of the San Jose Tower of Light, built to light up the whole town at night. It finally blew down in a storm. There are several typical homes from 100 years ago. One even features one person's collection of George Washington's stuff. There's the Stevens Ranch Fruit Barn, moved from 12 miles away. It houses a wonderful display of farm life in the Santa Clara Valley. And there's the old trolley barn and the old fire station. You could easily spend several hours at the park. Saturday and Sunday afternoons, there's a stagecoach parade around the grounds which will feature some familiar faces from KRON. Living History Days is at the San Jose Historical Museum in Kelly Park. Admission $6 for adults, $3 for kids. Thursday we'll have more on historical days, plus some other things to do while you're in San Jose. On the Backroads, I'm Jerry Graham. What it is really is one big party with costumes, parades, arts and crafts, and even guest appearances from KRON personalities. Say, isn't that Suzanne Shaw under that hat? If you've never been to the museum, which is really a 16-acre park that looks like San Jose 100 years ago, you have a treat in store. The festivities will be from 10 to 5, Saturday and Sunday. Admission is $6 for adults, $3 for ages 6 to 17. Kids under 6 are admitted free. The San Jose Historical Museum is on Center Road at Phelan, not far from I-280. Now, as long as you're in San Jose, here are some other things you can do this weekend. First of all, just a short walk from Living History Days is the Japanese Friendship Garden. Here you can get some peace and quiet and recharge your batteries. Have you been to the Children's Discovery Center yet? It looks like a playland, but actually it's a wonderful learning center for kids and adults. It's near the Civic Auditorium downtown. And nearby is a cathedral that rivals the great churches of Europe for detail and beauty. Just walk into St. Joseph's and look around, and up at the incredible ceiling. They're still putting the finishing touches on a long restoration.